Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, December 19, 2022. You can feel stronger for your self-improvement efforts today. Work may take on more meaning, or you're finding ways to find it more fulfilling. You also readily latch onto exciting ideas today, and your conversations can spark a pleasant feeling of optimism and hopefulness. You're in good shape for education, communications, and projects revolving around technology and new thought topics. News or ideas seem to nudge you in a positive direction, making you feel freer or lighter. You're letting your mind wander and wonder more often these days, and detaching yourself from opinions can help you detox mentally. Circumstances today tend to get you thinking, and a helpful conversation or invitation may be part of the picture. Since 2018, electric Uranus has been soaring through your zodiac sign. This has brought all sorts of twists and turns in your fate and definitely propelled you to speak your truth and embrace more authenticity no matter what others think. Today, Uranus will meet in a trine with our cosmic messenger within the heavens and shake hands. This ensures that you, too, could have stimulating surprise encounters with romantic options out of nowhere. Whether it is bumping into someone new at the grocery store or striking up a hilarious conversation with a potential interest on a dating app, don't hold back. Time to embark in a new direction in your career path. A conversation or idea could take your career path down a new avenue when Mercury in Capricorn trines Uranus retrograde in your sign. Talking with friends or co-workers could give you a new perspective on your professional journey. As a result, you may feel like it is time to take a leap of faith with an option or idea, which could take your career into uncharted territory. Do not get in your head about going out of your comfort zone during this earthy trine. A friendly aspect between the Moon, as it makes its last visit to your work sector for the year, and Mars, in retrograde motion in your income sector, is creating a lot of positive insight into both. This last visit while Mars is in retrograde motion is also the last before the dwarf planet Ceres return to your work sector tomorrow will see her job forces with the warrior planet of the cosmos and with Saturn in your career sector. This is a taste of things to come. Today's aspect can make you feel like every decision you make is all important. This kind of pressure can be difficult and confusing at times. Of course, what you eat and how much you exercise and whether you sleep well and enough are all important. But feeling like the decisions you make today are binding is a counterproductive force. Allow the feelings to come up and acknowledge any pressure you feel. Remember that nothing stays the same forever, including the position of the planets. Sit down and work on your budget today. This day will help you to see things more clearly, along with assisting in making any necessary changes to your lifestyle. Everyone struggles at times to live within their means. This is why a regular review of your finances is essential for staying on top of things. If your situation is too tight, look for ways to reduce costs and increase income. Don't dismiss the unconventional. Having the Moon in your work sector over the weekend and away from the noise of the working week can make it easier to listen to what is set to become a download of information from across the income, work, and career fronts. However, this will also ensure you are emotionally and intuitively engaged, and this is when your sixth sense will be telling you that this professional year is far from over. The professional gods still have one more wild card up their sleeve, and they will be playing it as soon as tomorrow. Until then, the fight is on to also embrace the weekend spirit. Thanks to the romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days, the spirit of romance has not only been given a boost, but you are more emotionally and intuitively engaged during the dwarf planet Ceres' last full day here. This allows you to more fully embrace the last day of a deep dive into your heart's needs and priorities, and a window into how to keep the spirit of romance alive. Our eyes in the sky. Our morning rituals could be disrupted, and the Libra moon squares off with Venus this morning. It could become overwhelming if things feel unorganized. Give yourself extra time for tasks throughout the day, because your usual schedule could get thrown for a loop. The connection between Mercury in Capricorn and Uranus retrograde in Taurus can help us unpack our emotions as we navigate the dream world, so pay attention to any strange occurrences that happened while you were traversing the astral realms. A tendency to push yourself forward creates an adverse impression with the people you meet. Even if it's not intentional, your attitude disrupts any potential for things to run smoothly. Try to restrain yourself. Otherwise, you're unlikely to impress anyone since your boastful manner makes you seem conceited and unapproachable. Emotions could feel a little out of your control during the day as well, so give yourself permission to cry if you feel frustrated and need a release. Remember that everyone is experiencing the same unsettled atmosphere, so try to be kind to the people you encounter. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. Today will be unpredictable, to say the least, so expect surprises of both the pleasant and unpleasant variety. Luckily, the messy energy begins to dissipate later. When the Libra moon makes a harmonious aspect to Mars retrograde, intellectual downloads are not uncommon, so be sure to write down any new insights that come to mind. The energy here promotes genius, making it a great evening for artists and writers to engage in their craft. In the morning, the Libra moon squares off with Venus in Capricorn, causing us to crave relationships that look good on paper. Wanting solid partnerships that stand the test of time is natural. But longevity should be just one of the attributes we strive for now. If permanence is our only qualification as to what constitutes a successful relationship, we risk compromising for the wrong reasons. Don't prioritize keeping the peace over saying your piece. Communication is key. Remember that everyone must do their part to help a union thrive, whether that union is romantic, platonic, or familial. Hiding your needs does everyone a disservice. And if you give others what you think they want without asking, you may find your assumptions to be totally off base. It's not what you say but the way that you say it. You're involved in all kinds of talks and must respond appropriately. Even when you feel like speaking the truth or your honest opinion is asked for, choose the words carefully. Conclusions you arrive at are brutally honest and extremely cutting. Avoid acting this way, and conduct conversations diplomatically. Before noon, the moon trines retrograde Mars in Gemini, helping us to assert ourselves intelligently. Under this influence, we recognize how to spin situations in our favor through wordplay or powers of suggestion. People trust our judgment and follow our lead. We can identify clever solutions to problems without rocking the collective boat. Currently, we realize that we don't need to minimize ourselves for others. You may find yourself rushing from one place to another. People demand your attention and want to involve you in their conversations. The sound advice you can contribute, provide the necessary impetus required to implement new schemes or ideas that result. Take some well-deserved leisure time for yourself.